Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're going to play some more Infinitode 2, and we're going to try and get through level 1.7, or get it as far as we can. Hopefully we get 3 gold stars, but we'll probably get 2. Every time you run one of these levels for the first time, you're probably looking at 2 stars versus 3. But we're going to do our best and see how we can go. Now, a couple of things. I did mention it. I did like a little live session where I re-ran a couple of levels that I haven't run, on camera. Just want to show kind of when you redo a level, it's worthwhile. You can progress quests, you get more gold stars and things like that. So I did a couple of levels on the live, and then I decided I'm going to come on and do the recordings for the 1.7, 1.8, and probably the bonus. I don't think there's a 1.9, but let's look at the research tree. Actually, here I wanted to mention something too. I mentioned in the live. This is kind of like the spinny display platform is what I call. When I was running off camera, I'm just rerunning levels I've already run and trying to, earn some research points and stuff. We did get one of the trophies. The trophies are kind of ultra rares that randomly end up in your rewards. And we did manage to get one, and it's the basic tower one. So the basic tower is an experience point multiplier. So now my basic towers have an extra 2% experience point multiplier, which is pretty nice. There are tons of these trophies, but you kind of just randomly get them. I don't think there's any way to force them. They are pretty nice once you start accumulating them. They're just extra extensions of the research tree, and the progression is kind of out of your control. I do think that you can change them here, where you essentially, you're in normal, enemies drop special loot. That might be a way to increase it, but you have to increase this, or you have to go through the storyline to unlock this one. And then I should mention here too, if you find any of the if you have any of the levels where you're just really struggling, you can go ahead and knock it down to easy. You won't appear on any leaderboards, but if the leaderboards aren't to your, if you don't care, basically you still get the regular research tree, so you get weaker enemies, but you get a little bit less prize. But you might be able to progress your gold star on easy and then work your way up to running it on normal. So that's a little trick you can run to kind of do some progression. So far, I've just kept everything on normal. I think we're doing pretty good so far. So research wise, I think we have one thing we could research into, which is this guy here, which is quest prizes. We already have level 1, so I'm going to maybe push it to level 2 and increase our prizes a little bit. Now, it does wipe out all of our green papers because we only have 25,000 at the moment. But as you can see, until we open up this part of the tree, we're not really going to be able to progress much over here. There's no purples over here, even though we have quite a bit of papers. Now, this one I need 300 papers to progress. And this one is no papers. So once we get into here, ooh, damage dealt 150,000. So maybe I'm the prize is I'm just gonna do it. The reason being, I'm just gonna get more prize. So that'll increase my papers until we can work our way here. Now this part of the tree is very important. It's something that's currently locked until we get 2.1 opened, which is what I intend to do today. Is open up 2.1 so we can start mining. So mining is going to be important for getting us through this next stage of upgrades, which are kind of locked at right now. So when this happens, you get to a point where you can't progress without having this scaler. You're kind of just stuck, and you're forced to go after the levels instead of just more resources, because you're limited on the resources that you can get. You can potentially buy some. Where's it at here? Well, I do have a chest to open, so let's do that. You can potentially buy some or find some in the chests, and you can maybe make some progression. Let's open these up and see what we get. We didn't get any scalar there, but we got some things to build in our maps, a little bit of extra bucks. We just spent all of our bucks, so we got some scalar. So we got a little bit of scalar there, which is good. I think those are scalar. Those might be mine. Those might be things that we put on the map. So I'll have to go back and check if we actually got anything. Okay, let's hover over this. What is this? Contains useful resources. So it's a source. So this is something you would throw on the map. So what this means is this is a scalar thing you can put on the map. There's 80% of what this maximum would be. So it has 80%, I think, mining capability. And there's 380 pieces of this scalar that you can mine out of this. We did get some decent stuff here, so I'm not going to complain about that. We don't have enough keys to open up a chest. You need 10 of them. This is the current amount that we have. And then this guy here is what? Random tile. Let's open it. Now it's also worth energy. Energy lets you buy stuff somewhere in the game. I'm not sure. I don't remember where it's at, but I'm not really concerned about gaining energy at the moment. So I'm going to just open this and get some more tiles to put out into a map for when we decide to make our own maps. Okay, so that's pretty much all we can do within the research tree. We do have 4 gold stars now. I'm looking for 6 to get into this wave interval. And then it's 6, then we need 3, and then we need 7. So it's going to be a slog here, but having this just coin generator, I think is going to be really, really good. If it works the way I think it works. I don't remember this being part of the tree before, but maybe it's been a long time since I've played, so it was probably there. I just forgot about it. So select level, last video we did go through 1.6. We got to level wave 44, about 29K, and we opened up some quests and finished a quest and so forth. So for 1.7, you kind of get a preview of the map here. You also see the enemies. You have the regular, the strong, and the weak. So we do have all 3 of the known enemies that we've seen so far coming at us. We get a gold star at 21, 31, and 42. So this seems like it's within striking distance. We'd be getting to, 44 over here. So maybe we'll get to 42 over here and get that gold star. The quests that have open is this wave. So the wave is always open until you complete it. Then you have 2 other quests. So we have money spent on towers during the game is 1,450, and then playing time. If we can eke out playing time at 2140, we would also get this quest. I think that's a bridge too far here, but we'll probably get the money spent on towers. So let's take a look at the map here. This is a little larger map for what we've been doing, and we also have a lot of tile applications here. So these tile applications, these tile upgrades on these platforms, I should call them platform upgrades, but I interchange tile and platform. So sorry about doing that. But this one's XP. So any tower we put here will have a 150% XP bonus. Any tower we put here will be 130% attack speed, and any tower here will have 150% damage. So these little arrows here are kind of like what level the upgrade is. So you see these are 150 and this is 130. This one has 2, it's 150 as well. We don't have any other ones sneaking around here. We do have some interesting platform placements in that we've got some on the inside, some on the outside. We got ones that are obviously farther away. Now, as we get more towers opened up, these kind of mid-range ones that are one away, there are some towers over here that are actually very effective at this level. But for us, if we put a basic platform here, no. A cannon, not at all. Freezing, not at all. So really these ones that are on the outside are really just snipers. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sniper points at a minimum. And then we need to figure out what we're doing with the cannons and the basics and where we're placing our freeze towers. I'm not going to worry about the cannons and basics at the moment. But let's look where we're going to place our freeze towers because we want to have kind of a freeze map. We want things frozen like all the way through. So if I put that here, that's a lot of time with no freeze. So we're probably putting our first freeze tower here. There'll be a little bit of speed up here if we put it there, but I could probably do freeze, freeze. Eventually we're going to have to make a jump. So it's probably going to be freeze, freeze, freeze here, another freeze here, and another freeze here. That would be my guess. Because I want things frozen going into this last bout. Let's put our first freeze down and see if that's going to help us a little bit. So we're going freeze, freeze, freeze. I'm going to put a basic tower here. and a basic tower here. I'm also wondering if this is just going to be a sniper tower. Maybe. It's okay as a basic tower, but I think it's maybe more effective as a sniper tower because then it can just track the whole map. But we got 52 left. We were going to put freeze, freeze. So I'm going to put a basic tower here as well. And I'm going to keep the settings as is for the moment as far as targeting. And let's go. Trying to wonder where I'm going to put the first cannon. Yeah, the cannons are going to be interesting to lace in just because we're going to need some cannon work, but I don't think this map's particularly effective for cannons, but let's throw one here just so we have one out. So we have a cannon there, and then I'm probably going to throw a sniper down next and then look to start filling in the map with, kind of whatever we please. Might have to actually put a basic cannon down. Yeah. Oh, we're not going to make it. No, no, no. Oh, well. We kind of gave up 2 points. That's really bad. 2 health points gone. So with that being the case, I am going to go ahead and throw some basic towers down on these because I was thinking we'd get lucky and wouldn't get these things sneaking through. But before I put the sniper tower out, I just want to ensure that we're not going to take any more rando health points if we can help it. Okay, let's start the next one, get a little couple of extra. Oh, I didn't want to start this one either. Okay, so let's look at the sniper. Maybe we can kill these guys with the basics. It looks like it. Can't. Yeah, we're good. All right, I'm gonna put in the first sniper. We're gonna just put random, and then we're gonna go for the basic up here. Just as I just want to lace things in to try and prevent those random 1-2 points of damage that we end up taking. Because that's a big time factor in how deep you can go. Those 2 points don't seem like a lot, but that probably just erased a wave by allowing that to happen. So let's see if we can. If we do freezing tower here and a freezing tower here, it's a long. I'm gonna sell this. I don't want it here. I'm gonna put a freezing. I'm gonna put a cannon here instead, and move the freezing tower here. I don't know. Yeah, I think our freeze map's going to have to go like that. Throw something over here. We'll see. Freeze, freeze. I'm going to try and put a freeze tower. Well, eventually it's got to go in here, so I'm just going to start lacing it down. Let's kind of see the plan. There's going to be a little bit of a gap here, but it's just going to be what it's going to be. They do remain frozen for a little bit outside. I kind of want to do this one next. I want to get a sniper here so I can start accumulating experience points. So we're going to get that one established. And then all of our tiles that have the extra bonuses will have something on them. And it's going to protect this at last end of the base as well. I'm just going to keep it on front for now. Actually, random's probably better. Even with this area, it's going to pick them up anyways. Yeah, I'm going to switch it. I might switch it to the front enemy or lead enemy as we keep going as we progress. But for now, let's lay down the frozen path, and then the next frozen path is probably here and then here. Yeah, I put a basic here or a cannon? I'm probably gonna put another cannon if I can. Ooh, let's throw this one, this frozen cannon. All right, I'm gonna take some damage from the weaks because I'm indecisive. I'm gonna need to take a screenshot of what I'm doing here to see if it's effective or not. But at the moment, I think I don't might even throw a cannon here if I. Oh, just don't want to take all this damage if I can help it, but I don't know where to place them. So if I put a freeze here, yeah, I think we're gonna put a cannon here. There's a freeze here that goes out to there. I think the next place I'm gonna put is a freeze here, and then we'll work out what's going over here. But I think I'll upgrade this. Try and kill. Oh, I am gonna put him on lead, so he's another one starts over here. I want him firing over here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of tower spots here, which is what's the confusing part for me. There's an awful lot of or platform spots where you can place the towers. So trying to figure out where you want everything is a little bad. So this one's going to go out. Now if I put another freeze here, I'm covering freezing everywhere. I don't know that I'm actually... Okay, that one of the weak ones went okay. I try and build a sniper over here. Just have a little more coverage on the damage, and then figure out what I want to do with this freezing. I might move this cannon down one. I'm going to do that now. And then put the freezing where that is, and that'll be our last frozen tower. Yeah. Okay, so we're freezing through most of this. We got some little gaps here, but it's just going to have to be what it is. I might actually put another cannon here. I don't like having cannons right at the end, but I think with the look at this weak run that's coming at us, we absolutely need another cannon there. We're taking way too much damage. The weaks are what's killing us. They're the ones that have done the most damage. So I see why the waves are set so low. It's really, really pushing a lot of weaks at us. And those weaks are doing tons and tons of damage. I might actually put another one here. They're fairly effective against these basics as well, but you see the basics are starting to get enough health where they're pressing as well. All right, so we've got a bunch of cannons streamed in here, so let's do some work against these weaks. Let's go. Come on. Oh man, there's a lot still coming at us. Let's upgrade this one. Oh, good grief. Okay, we took one. Yeah, I don't know here. This one's not leveled. This one's got a level on it already. We don't have enough. So let's level this guy up and see if we can help there. The weaks are the ones that are really getting to us. So they didn't take any damage that time. Okay. This one I'm going to put on Ricochet just so it can... I'm going to try and upgrade this one because he's got the biggest, range as far as the cannon goes. All right. We seem to have recovered a little bit on the weak run, but now we're going to face a strong run here, and these cannons don't do much against a strong. So hopefully we'll get enough of a kill here to throw a sniper here. Then this whole side of the, thing is filled in at least with something. Not excited about this run, but this is kind of how the first runs go. Take your best shot at it, and that's what you get. Let's do some random here and see if we can take out at least some of them that are going towards the end. But it looks like we're going to just get crushed with a bunch of damage here. Hopefully this weak run goes okay. And we've got a green. Wondering, what's a cannon look like there? Not very good. Might leave a base. Oh man, I thought we was gonna be in a better spot with these weeks. So hopefully, all right. It looked dangerous, but we actually made it. Let's get this guy laced in. Yeah, let's look to throw another. I'm gonna throw one more of these snipers in, and then we're gonna look to increase the basics. So sniper here. I'm gonna set it to random, and let's upgrade our basics here, especially the ones that have leveled already. He's level one. Level one. Yep. Okay. So everybody's level one now. Level this guy up. Get him some extra oomph. He's leveled up. I'm going to take damage on him. See if we can just start trying to get guys further along the path. We only have 3 more platforms to go, so maybe lacing in another sniper here will be good. Yeah. This was kind of haphazard, but I maybe am stabilized. I have a false sense of security right now, though. Random. Yeah, feel comfortable. That still went okay. Do speed. I might go ahead and try and upgrade some of these freezings near the cannons here and try and slow things down a little bit. Come on. Okay. Not terrible. Not preferable. I don't want them dying over here. I'd much rather have them dying down through here, but there's so many things to upgrade that I'm having problems keeping up with it all for sure. And then taking that damage, taking 12 points of damage already has limited the amount of coins that I can get too. That's another problem with taking damage is you're kind of limiting your economy and it does come back to hit you where it hurts. See if we can get this cannon, and then every cannon and every basic is level 1. See if we can squeeze another sniper in. I'd like a sniper in here to just do some work in these beginning of the run. I don't think we're doing terrible, but I think we could have done better. So I would have liked to have done a better job with this one, but it is what it is at this point. Hopefully some of these weaks die here with cannons. Set this cannon to nearest. I didn't set the nearest on these as well, which I'd rather have them set the nearest, but there are pretty big groupings up here, so I think I'm just going to keep these last 2 on. Come on, towers, do your work. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to set this guy on a random as well. We get this last sniper in. We've got all the bullets that we're going to have flying, and then now we're kind of looking at what can we upgrade. So we'd like to upgrade these freezing towers next, so it's all out of 1 as well. Then maybe make a pass at the snipers to extend their ranges. We've kind of solidified around this 8 health, so I'm hoping that'll carry us into. We've got 2 of the gold stars. We need to get to 41, I believe, for our 3 gold stars. Maybe. Not going to say we're going to make it, but if we get more of these strong waves, we'll make it. But what's our best sniper tower? Is the one in the middle. We've already upgraded that. Let's upgrade our one with experience points. And next one, I'm going to just work around the tree here. Now I'm doing this because this first upgrade is the range upgrade, and that is the one that will allow us to track for longer periods of time. And hopefully take things out. Once I do a pass on at least these snipers that are on the edges, I'm going to make a pass on these basic towers, especially the ones that have the tile upgrades up top. I'm going to go for those next. And these weak sauce ones are reminding me I probably need to go back and upgrade this cannon here. It's just going to be what it is. Can't see that. We do this cannon next because we've got another set of weak coming at us. Basic being upgraded. It looks like it's doing a lot more damage, which is good. I need to pick one of these cannons. It looks like that cannon at the bottom is really getting the most kills. I like the one in the corner because it's got the bigger range. So I might upgrade that one if we make it. I don't know that we're making it. Look at this. Oh no, come on. Oh, they're squeaking through. Get them. Oh boy. Oh, that was rough. All right, well, the weak waves on here is really the tough one. But I think we're going to get through this strong wave. I hope. We only have 2 health. Remember when I said those 2 health are really going to limit us? And that's what's happening here. Come on, get them, get them. Oh, we're down to 1. We made it. Okay. Oh, do we? But we need 2. We need to get through this one as well. Oh no. Will we get to 75 gold here? Okay, let's go here. I'm just going to go damage. And this one here, I'm going to upgrade and put him at front. I'm going to put this one at front. We're just going to try and keep this from doing the damage. Oh, we got him. Come on, come on. Almost. Get him, get him. Okay. Oh, I don't think we're going to get these 2. Oh, we almost got it. So close. Okay, well, those 2 points of damage that I mentioned in the beginning, where we just rando took 2 points of damage from that basic wave, that really doomed our run there for the 3rd gold star right off the bat. It's hard. There's a lot going on that particular map, a lot of platforms. I'm wondering if you should ignore some of the outer platforms and just look at increasing the levels on, keeping a limited number of platforms and increasing those levels first. I tend to be a fill every platform guy, but I think you can find some efficiencies there and find a middle ground that you're leveling the tower up, like having a super tower that's just kind of taken a lot of stuff out. That might be the way to go on this map because there's so many platforms. But I think we did okay overall. 2 gold stars is still some progression. Go back to the menu. I think we can actually progress on the tree now. We got quite a bit of resources and we did complete one of the quests. So we got the money spent on towers. Now we're looking for score gain during a game and playing time. Okay with all of that. Let's see the beginning boxes. Yes. So we go here. So we see we have 12 keys. With the keys, you want to go up to your green papers up here and click on it. You can scroll down and you see you've got blue chests, purple chests. You just want to open these as you progress through and see what kind of goodies you can get. So the blue one, we get blue platform for a map, more map stuff here, and research stuff here. So let's go back. We don't have anything else to do here. You can also purchase things down here. I'm not going to purchase anything at the moment. Just kind of leave it where it's at. So we're going for 1.8 next in the next video and see if we can get through that. But let's go look at our research tree because I think we can actually take a progression here. And the progression that I want is this wave interval. Delay before the next enemy wave. So this one I think does 2 things. It adds 4 seconds before the next enemy wave, and it allows you to have a longer period of time where that extra gold is available. So getting that extra gold again, it's really good. So plus 4 seconds, we're going to go ahead and take this. And then we need 3. So we're going to have to get through 3 more gold stars and get the installation time for a miner. Hopefully, that'll help us here soon because we've got a miner coming up here. And then this is the prize. This is the one we need. We need to get 10 gold stars between these 2 and then try and get this just coin generated per minute. And you saw we made it 16 minutes last time. So that would have been, 3 3 times 16 would be what? 32, 48. So 48, yeah, 48, 480 extra gold. That is a lot. Just by you being generated just on, just appearing in your coin slots. So that's a lot of extra gold. That's a lot of extra built towers. That 480 would have, purchased us what? Four sniper towers just kind of for free. Or do a ton of upgrades. 480 probably covers four basic towers and all their upgrades, or at least three of them and all their upgrades. Um, so there's a lot going on here. There's different ways you can approach this gold star. If you find something else that you like out here, like if this exploding stuff is where you want to go, or you go over here for loot frequency, better loot drop rate. If you want to go right there, you just kind of boom, 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 and just kind of focus on it. And then abilities, energy generation. We're going to start picking up abilities over here as we progress along, and these abilities are quite powerful. And you might want to focus on those. I wouldn't suggest it, but I guess some people might. I'm going to go for this one because it seems like something that I'm very interested in. Getting those extra coins seem really, really good. So beyond that, there's nothing really else for us to do in the research tree there. So I'm going to call it for this video. We didn't pick any more trophies up, but like I said, they're very, very rare. So, don't expect to find these quite often. I was actually surprised that we already have one with the minimum number of runs that I've done. But that's it for now. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the game if you've played it or if picked it up. If you're playing it on your phone, you can play for free anywhere with this one. So take care, everybody. Stay warm.